What's up everyone? Welcome to another video. And today we are working back and biceps, those big guns, with my friend right here, LJ. As you can see, starting with weighted pull-ups, doing a few sets just to warm up the back, and then we're going to get into the workout. And for the first exercise, we're going to do deadlift. Yes, we're doing deadlifts on back day because this is working your lower back, your hamstrings, and your glutes, and this really works your back. So we're doing deadlifts. Now you can see this is only 135, so we're starting with very lightweight just to warm up the lower back, get your form right, get some blood in those legs, and then we're going to move up and get ready for the big working sets. As you can see LJ right here, you see his back is very straight, no rolling in the lower back, keeping that bar very close to his body. Perfect form right there. Perfect. Now I'm not going to bore you with a bunch of warm-up sets, so we're moving into our working set right here. 315 pounds for 3 to 4 reps. We're going to do that for about 3 sets. And you see LJ's hands, he alternates his grip. Now for 315 I keep my hands both over the bar, but as it starts to get heavier I'll alternate my grip like this too. And right here, shout out to my boy Gerald. He works out at Fitness 19, hooked me up with this belt, train like a freak. You know who you are, man. I appreciate it, I really do. And right here, he said, I thought you were doing 315 for your working sets. Well, LJ was in town, you know, we bumped up the weight. Why not? Have a little fun. 365 pounds for a set of 1 or 2, just because why not? Now, when you're lifting, you know, even heavier weight than your working set, you're getting something that's getting pretty high up there. You really want to be careful. Remember all those cues that you had when you were warming up? You want to do the exact same thing when you're doing your working sets or a very heavy set. So I kind of go down right here, dropping my hips like sitting down in a chair. That's just for my own mental cue right there. And as you can see, my hands are alternating. And then I grab that bar and kind of feel it, jerk it a couple times just to feel it. Then I take a deep breath, drop my hips, and then go up. Now it wasn't the prettiest rep, I'm not gonna lie to you, but it worked and I didn't, you know, feel any pain in my lower back. That's really all that mattered. So here we go. First superset, we are doing standing bicep curls for 6 reps on each arm. And then we're going to superset that with bent over rows. And we started with 50s, as you can see right here. And then each set, we lowered the weight down to 45 and 40, just to get, you know, some high volume in our arms. Now when you're doing this bent over row, the more you bend over, the more activation you're gonna get in your lower to mid back. And you really wanna make sure your back does not round while you're doing this exercise. And the more you stand upright, the more you're going to work your upper back. When you're doing these bicep curls, you want to keep your back straight. You want to sway minimally. Try not to sway as much as possible. And if you have to, if the weight starts getting heavy, you're going to see here at the end of my set, it's starting to get heavy. So I'm starting to rock a little bit more. Now if you do that, really control the negative on the way down. So I'm not typically, you know, curling 50 pounds. So when I come down, I really slow down if I have to kind of jerk it up there to help me out. And that's just going to work, you know, more of your bicep. Now our backs are very taxed at this point through the workout and very tight. So these bent over rows, even though it's little weight, it's still very difficult. So you want to be careful with your form and make sure you're doing it right. Now, for our last superset, we are doing cable hammer curls with a rope, superset with seated cable rows with a attachment that you'll see in a second. Now this hammer curl is working the outside of your bicep, and you really want to squeeze at the top and then come slow on the way down. And then these are the seated but first shout out to them calves. Your boy LJ's got some big old calves, boy. These are those seated middle back rows. You see he kind of leans forward, lets the weight pull him forward a little bit. He's getting a full stretch in his lat, and then come back and squeeze at the top of the move. Now, for this last exercise, we're doing a hammer strength preacher curl. Notice my legs. I'm not sitting directly straight on the machine. I'm off to the side, and I'm only using one arm at a time. And I'm also not gripping that bar. I have almost like an open hand so that I'm targeting just my bicep and trying to not use my forearms as much as possible. Now, I've only been doing this for a couple weeks, but I love it. I would highly recommend this exercise for anyone who's trying to build up their biceps. And that's the workout. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I'll have the entire thing listed in the description box below so you can give it a shot. And if you did like it, please hit that like button. Hit subscribe to see some more. And until next time,